as far as the Rajasthan tussle is concerned, this is an inside scoop that we're now getting to you here on CNN News 18 on the Congress Rajasthan crisis. Congress sources are now telling us that an emotional appeal was made by Rahul Gandhi in the meeting yesterday that happened at the Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge's residence to both the Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot and Sachin. Now, what we're also understanding, they were both told to keep aside their differences for the upcoming election. Sources suggesting that there was an urgency in resolving the matter before Rahul Gandhi heads to the United States for his 5-day trip. But as of now, we're also understanding no formula was presented in the meeting, but both were told to start afresh and a formal, amicable solution will be taken soon. This is what we're understanding. We're also understanding both Sachin and Gehlot told the top leadership that they will put up a united front. Let's also now bring in our colleague Sharon Elizabeth, who's joining us on the broadcast. Sharon, good morning. So we are understanding an emotional appeal also has been made. This is something that has been done in the past as well, where both the leaders have been told, you keep your political differences aside, let's put up a united front, because at the end of the day, we want electoral success for the state of Rajasthan. But it hasn't worked in the past. We've seen both these leaders take public barbs at each other. How is the Congress leadership sure that things will change this time around?
Well, what the Congress sources have been suggesting is that at the moment there was an urgency for Rahul Gandhi that he wants to resolve this matter before he heads to the United States. Now, it is going to be, of course, a 5-day trip that he's going. But before that, he wanted to make sure that there is some sort of a communication between and that photo op. This was to make sure that before Rahul Gandhi heads towards United States, there is some sort of an agreement. But as far as the formula is concerned, that will only be given to both the leaders in coming days, is what the sources have been suggesting. Now, the photo op was done. They were, in fact, in the emotional appeal, they were, in fact, told that how the situation in the country is not really suitable, and keeping their differences aside, they need to work towards the assembly elections, which are just few months ahead. In November and December, Rajasthan will go into election, and they need to start afresh. They need to forget whatever they have said against each other, the kind of Jan Sangharsh Yatra that they have been taken out, the kind of barbs that they have taken against each other. All that needs to be kept aside, keeping the assembly election in mind. So, in a very, Ridhima, in a very hefty, in a very quick manner, we could say that the situation was trying to, the Rahul Gandhi was trying to diffuse the situation, but it seems that all is still not well, because if you see the photo op, if you see the press conference, both the leaders were not looking at each other. They were not really smiling. The body language was still very defensive. So, of course, we have to see now that both the leaders have told the High Command that it is going to be their decision. They will decide what is the formula that will be presented to both the leaders. We have to see what the Congress party really comes up with. Though Mallikarjun Kharge and Rahul Gandhi were in fact able to resolve the situation between Siddaramaiah and D.K. Shivkumar, but will they be successful when it comes to Sachin and Ashok Gehlot is a question, because this fight has been going on for years altogether, and with just 6 months left for the election, it becomes all the more important to ensure that both of them are not bickering out in the public and are not really washing their dirty laundry out in the public, and everything is resolved, is what is the aim of Congress party, the High Command at the moment.
But, Sharon, that might be the aim of the, central leadership or the top leadership, and that looks far from what the reality is as of now, because as you were rightly pointed out, the body language looked very defensive. They didn't want to look at each other. So it almost looks like there is a trust deficit as both these leaders are concerned. What are we expecting today? How soon will we actually hear what the formula the Congress has come up with?
See, Sachin, before arriving to the national capital, if you remember, he had in fact given an ultimatum to Ashok Gehlot government saying that by 31st, if no action is taken against Vasudha Raje government or corruption or the paper leaks or the Rajasthan Public Service Commission exams, then he will be taking out Yatra again. He will be calling a nationwide protest. So in a way, this was to diffuse that because, the kind of situation that was going to come up in next few days where Sachin Pilot would be protesting against Ashok Gehlot. That would have put Congress party in an embarrassing situation. Already we have seen the kind of Jang Sangharsh Yatra that he has taken out in Rajasthan, and also the kind of statements that he has made against Ashok Gehlot. Even Ashok Gehlot has in fact, in reply, has in fact made certain comments that had not gone down with Sachin Pilot. So they, in a temporary manner, they wanted to diffuse the situation before Rahul Gandhi head towards the United States. But now, after he returns, or now that the elections are now just few months away, what is really the kind of formula that will be presented to both the leaders, whether they will agree or not? Because as far as the chief ministership is concerned, only 6 months are left. So there is no point of
Sharon, I apologize for interrupting.